Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park.
どうも皆さん、
Interleague
おはこんばんにちは、
baseball
キ
on
ムです。
MLB
MLB
The
The Show
Show.
2026
It's the
年シーズ
Chicago
ン、
White Sox taking
シカ
on
ゴ
the
ホワイ
Miami
トソック
Marlins.
ス対マイアミマーリンズの試合をお届けしたいと思います。さあ、MLB The Show 2026年シーズン、シカゴホワイトソックス編でございますということでやっていきたいと思いますと。
Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm
さあ、
John
先行はね、
Mancini, he was
シ
on
カ
a
ゴホワ
whole
イトソック
different
ス、
level in
こ
his
こはマ
last
イアミ
game.
マー
What
リンズ
an
でござい
effort.
ます。
Yeah,
球
Boogie
場
had
は、
that look in his eye from the jump.
マイアミマ
Really
ーリン
had
ズ
the
のホーム
hitters
球場でござい
guessing all
ます
day.
と。
So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill, the
さあ、それ
big
ではね、
righty,
頑張ってやっ
Chris
てい
Paddock.
きたいと思い
Chris,
ま
he's
す
looking for a
と。
bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
And we are underway in game one of the series. 0-1. And that one in the air center field.
ここはタイミングを合わせたつもりですけども、
And
セン
there's
ター
one
フライ。
away. Now it's going to be
さあ、バッターは今日は
Monotaka
2番
Murakami.
DH で村
Two
上が
hits
入
and
ってい
four
ま
at
す
bats
と。
during yesterday's ball game.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
That's ball two.
Here's a
Hey,
swing and a line
right to my
drive, and that's a base
ball.
hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, the left fielder, Austin.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now it's Austin
ああ、
Hayes.
バッターはオースティン・ヘイズ。
Outside low, ball one. Lone Depot Park just underway here. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most
さあ、レ
likely
フト
you run into a
レ
double
フト前。
That's a hit.
さあ、連続ヒッ
They fired in
ト。
quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
The third baseman,
Colson Montgomery, the next to hit. One run batted in yesterday, their only run of the game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in
さあ、バ
this
ッター
spot.
は
No better way to get out of this
コル
inning.
ソン・モンゴメリー。こ
Lined into right.
ここはタッチアップでいきます。
Runner tags at second. And now a wide
Hey.
throw to third.
batting fifth, the second baseman.
さあ、これでツーアウトランナー一塁
And
三塁
here's
で、バッ
Sosa
ター
to
は
the plate.
レニー・ソーサー。
Fought off foul.
あー、ここはファウルボール。
2 on, 2 outs.
さあ、これはナイスバッティング。さあ、10番抜けてくる。
Hayes coming around third. The
ナイ
second
ス
run
バッティング、
scores.
2点
It's
タ
a
イムリーヒッ
2-run
ト。さあ、
double,
初回
and
か
they
ら
lead
点
by
数出てきます。
Gets him on the
ホ
board
ワイト
first,
ソック
coming
ス。
through. 2 RBIs on that swing. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it.
ナ
Absolutely
イスバッ
smoked
ティン
that
グ。
ball.
So runner at second, 2 down. Brooks Baldwin digs in now.
へー、いったー。これはどうだ。入ったか。
That one back, that one on its way.
ライ
and
ト
it's
スタンドに
gone.
ゴーン。 素晴らしいホームラン。
His first homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
素晴らしいバッティングでした。
So 2 down. So
さあ、
now
2
for
アウトか
Chicago,
ら。
Emerson Pereira. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros. Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Swings through that one. 4 runs already in the frame here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And they'll do it again.
ここは切れてファウルボール。
The 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. That's off the mark.
さあ、これでフルカウント。 さあ、ここは見送ってフォアボール。
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now it's the White Sox catcher, Edgar Carroll.
Ball 1.
さあ、バッターは江戸川圭郎。 アウト、これは。いやー、これは3アウト、天竜。いやー、初回から4点いきました。これはだいぶとラッキー。
On to the bottom of the first. White Sox 4, and the Marlins coming up. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting the start for the White Sox, Shane Smith. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Nope, that's a ball.
Clips the corner,
ここは内角決まってストライク。
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Montgomery gets under it.
取って、ファール4で取ってアウト。
Okay, let's check out the lineup. Seeing we're
さあ、
looking at a young
マイアミマリン
lineup
ズの
here,
スター
not
ティング
much
メンバーはこの
experience,
通
but
りで
they're
ご
going
ざ
to
い
bring a
ま
lot
した。
of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. Gets under it and pops it up.
おっと、これはキャッチャーフ
Well,
ラ
he
イ
gave
と
the
いう
butt
わ
a
けで。
shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Jacob Marcy stands in now and watches strike 1. Top of the zone for a called strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Ball.
In the air to left center.
さあ、ここはレフトが追います。
On his way over.
オッ
Pulls
ケー、
it
3
down
アウ
and he
ト、
makes
天
the
竜。
catch. And that is that.
さあ、1回チー
Nothing
ムね、
doing for the offense that
三者凡
time.
退でござ
Second
い
inning
ま
coming
し
up
た。
here in South Florida. White Sox 4 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, on now to the top half of inning number 2. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. Grounds one to short.
こ
Lopez
こはショートゴ
throws to
ロ。
first. One pitch and one out.
ワンアウト。
Up next for Chicago, the first baseman.
Now here is Miguel Vargas.
さあ、バッター
He's
は
0 for
1
1.
番に帰ります。ミゲル・バルケス。
Swing and a ball
これは当
lined
たりが
out
良す
towards
ぎたか、セ
center.
ンターフライ。
Marcy takes it in for the out. 2 away down. 2 down, bases
バッターは村
empty.
上。
Next is the designated hitter, Munetaka Murakami. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Nope. Ball 1.
Murakami bats left, throws right, batting second in today's lineup, and his batting average this season is over 400.
Ball
2
2.
count, great hitter at the
Ball
dish.
2.
If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
On the ground to first, Paulie.
あー、ダ
He
メ
takes it
か。
himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the White Sox, but they lead it. Bottom of the second,
Leading up
and now for the
for the
Marlins,
Marlins,
Christopher
the right fielder,
Morel.
number 5.
お、クリストファー・モレル。
Morel.
On a bounce right side,
ここは村
slides for
上、
the
あ、村
stop.
上じゃない。
Takes it himself,
フ
and he
ァー
got
ストね、
him.
村上じゃない。
Nicely done at first for the
バルテ
outing.
スが取って、
The
勢いよく
designated
でアウ
hitter,
ト。
Norby.
Digging in, Connor Norby. Smith certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his
Ball.
game.
That's out.
Off the mark there, and 1-1.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Here's a 2-1.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing hitters from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning. And
ヘイ、
there's
ここは見
1 or
逃し
2
三
runs on the
振。
board at
いい
most.
球。
That was pretty nasty.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Ball. Inside.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody
ワ
on.
ンボール。ヘイ、これも見逃し三振。
95 to finish him off.
ナイ
Nothing
ス
doing
バ
for
や
the
ね。
Marlins. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
インズバで三振を取りました。
Back here at Lone Depot Park, top half of the third
How about
inning,
our
Austin
Austin
Hayes
Hayes?
steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that one
これ
ripped
は
to
レフ
left.
トライナーか。いい当たりだったんですけども。
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate
さ
for
あ
the
バッ
White
ターはモン
Sox.
ゴメリー。
0 for 1 so far.
Montgomery.
Ball. Hey.
これはライト前。
So a man aboard now with 1
ナ
away.
イスバッティング。
Up next for the White Sox,
Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
さあバッ
He
ターは
drove
レ
in
ニー
2
ソ
with
ー
a
サ。
double his first time up.
Hey.
Fly
あ
ball
ー、これ
to
も
right. Morel under this one.
ライト、フライ、
And there's 2 down.
2アウト。
Up next for the White Sox, the center
So up
fielder,
next for
number
Chicago,
27,
Brooks Baldwin. He's already homered in this game.
さあ、ブロックスボールドイン。
Ball one.
Montgomery leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
にゃはは
The 1-1. Misses
Ball two.
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
さあ、これはライト
In
上
the
が
air,
ったぞ、どうだ
Morel moving back for
どう
this
だ
one.
いや
Pulls it
ー
down and he makes the catch.
ライトフライで3アウト。
One hit, one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. White Sox. Welcome back. And singing last time out, he was nearly untouchable. Today, same
さあ、こ
story.
こまで2
Pitching
球
like
投
a
げて
man
2
on
つ
a
の三
mission
振
out
ね、
there.
割
A
って取りま
hitter's
した。
nightmare.
That's in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
That's
His
the ball.
understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And that's
Ball
a
that
little bit
high.
high. And that's ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2-2 now.
Hey,
Fans another, and that's
Carlos
3 straight strikeouts.
You
Batting in,
usually are going
the
to
third
see that
baseman,
inside
number
fastball a
8.
little
Saあ、
lower
こっちに
coming in from the
三振いただきました。
opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Javier Sanoja, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a ball
ここは
popped
サー
up.
ド。
Montgomery moving under it. And there's 2 down.
2アウト。
2 outs, base is empty. Este Yuri Ruiz now at the plate.
Ruiz.
Ball one.
I'm a little surprised with how
Okay.
patient they've been against the
Nice.
fastball. They've taken a few for strikes now. I'd like to see him show some confidence by attacking those pitches.
Just missed.
入らないか。
And that one sliced foul. Two down, nobody on. Got him.
ここも
Swinging
空
for
振
the
り三振。
strikeout.
素晴らし
He's
いピッ
notched
チング。
4 strikeouts now. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching. Back here in Miami, new inning getting started.
4回の
Everson
表の
Pereira steps to the plate for the White
ホワイトソ
Sox.
ックスの攻撃ましょう。7番から。
That one fouled off.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know
これもちょっと
what's
差し込
coming.
まれ
And
た
that's
感じ
just
かな。
pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are
こういう
well
コース
above
に
the
ね、
major
ス
league
トレートって
average.
これ狙
All
って
those
打ってる
numbers
ん
mean
で
this
すけど、どうも差
offense
し
is
込まれて
really
る。
making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Carroll in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
さあ、江戸川経路。
Out towards
これ
left center.
もどうだ、センター追いつく
Marcy
か
on。
ねえ、追い
the
つ
move.
く
And a couple
ね
of。quick outs.
センターフライ。
Up next for Chicago, the shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna.
Now it's the
Sa batawa,
shortstop,
Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna.
これはナイスバッティング。アクトニアセンター前。
Up next for the White Sox, the first
バッ
baseman.
ターは1番に帰ります。3巡目、ミゲル・バルコス。これはセンター抜けていきました。さあ、2アウトから連続ヒットで、バッターは村上。
It seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged offer to start the season
これは
and
セ
get into
カ
a
ンドゴ
slump.
ロ。
That ends the inning.
3アウトという。
White Sox strand a couple. They lead 4-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 34, Liga.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right
今のところパーフェクトピッチングじゃないですか。
Here is Xavier Edwards. He popped out his first time.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. And that's just foul. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Down the third. Got him. Lawrence rings him up. And here's a look at
さあ
how
6
he's
個目
using
の
his
三
pitches
振を
in
奪い
this
ま
one.
した。今日のピッチングストレート中心にね、組み立てておりますと。
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Ball, that's low.
The Marlins hitless so far in the game. Two down, nobody on.
That's ball two.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike him out without a swing. And he strikes out
いや
the
ー、パー
side
フェ
here
ク
in
ト
the
ピッチン
fourth.
グじゃないですか、
So
今。
12 up, 12 down
0-0-0
to begin the
で
ball
す
game.
よ。
Back
素晴らしいピッチング。
We're back.
さあ、
And
マイア
there's a
ミ
new
マーリン
arm
ズ、
on
ピ
the
ッチャ
mound
ー
to
変えて
start
き
the
まし
fifth.
た。
Jansen Jung.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Austin Hayes digs in now.
さあ、バッターは
Single
オー
and
スティン・ヘイ
scored
ズ。
back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Hit on the
これは
ground to the right
アウ
side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The
No, he's
throw
out.
is
アウト
still in
か。
time. And they get it out of the play.
あ
This is
ー
what
落と
it's
し
all
たと思
about
った
on
ん
that
で
right
すけど
side of the diamond when
ね。
you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Next to hit, Colson Montgomery.
今、なんて球打
Montgomery
ったんや、
in the
俺は。
box as he fouls off the first pitch.
あ、そうか。うわだー。
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike
今の高め入ったか。ボールかと思ったけど。
with that velocity, it's hard enough to, even if the velocity is not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
あー。なるほど。
Two down, base is empty. Lenny
Ah,
Sosa
but
steps to the
Lenny
plate for the
Sosa.
White Sox.
これもライト上がったぞー。どうだ。いやー、上がっただけ。そう。そうか、この年はクリストファー・モレルはあれなんだね。マイアミ・マーリンズになったんだね。この人シカゴカブスにいたんですよね。去年、一昨年かな。さあ、そのクリストファー・モレルのパターンですか。4番ですか、やっぱりね。
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting together very many good at bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
On the ground, Vargas
じゃあ、ここはファーストトップペ
takes
ー
it
ジで4
himself,
分でアウ
and the
ト。
leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Number 1, designated hitter,
Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one is downstairs, and that is ball one. The Fish down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. And a ball and 2 strikes. Ball. Next offering is outside.
さあ、フルカウント。
Stays alive. And a 3-2. Got it. Swing for the K. Strikeout number 8.
He's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys. Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2.
Hey,
That's the first slider we've seen today, and it was almost unfair. So 5 perfect innings in the books. This is White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to
さあ、
this
今日は
stage of
初
the
回に
game.
ね、一気に4点取って、それをね、ちょっと守り続けている状態でございますと。ねえ、投げてはね、セパッチャー・スミスがね、今のところもう超パーフェクトピッチングですよ。ヒットなし、ノーヒットノーランいくか？いやー、すごい。三振の山は気づくわ。ランナーは出ないわ。
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox.
number 27, Brooks Baldwin.
Swing and a ground ball
よ
up
っ
the
しゃ、
middle.
抜け
That's
て
a
いきました、
base
センター
hit.
前。
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Everson Pereira will hit next.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
さあ、ナイスバッティング。これはライト。
Baldwin around second, headed for third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team.
Nice
Just a
batting.
cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Edgar Carroll, the
さあ
next
バ
to
ッター
hit.
は江戸川圭郎。
Yep, that ball went out.
Two balls,
That's a
no
ball.
strikes to count.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on.
2 ボールノースト
Two-ball
ライク。
count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Up the
これは1
middle.
点入る。
There's one. They
OK
get the out,
ダブル
and
プ
the
レー
run
ですけども
scores in
1
the
点入り
twilight.
ます5対
First and third,
0
nobody out.
こ
You're
の1
thinking
点は
you've
大
got
きい
it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Base is empty after the double play. Luis
さあバッター
Angel
は
Acuna now at the plate.
That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Popped up. Paulie under it, and that is that.
でスリーアウト
7,
チェン
8, 9,
ジ
2 up in the home. Back here at Lone Depot
Leading off
Park.
for the
Well, we
さあ
saw what he
6回
could
も
do
いきますよ
last
まだ
outing,
59
and once
球
again,
おまけ
he's
に
making
9奪
it look
三振
easy, Singy.
Yeah,
で
excellent
今のところ
job
ノーヒット
keeping
ノ
these
ーラン
hitters
2
guessing up there. We'll see if he can keep this going.
That's in for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Got him
こ
swinging.
こも空振り
Looks
三
like he's
振
picked up right where he left off.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now. I mean,
but-
into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Sonoha has to step out of the way for ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. This one popped
さあこ
up.
こはショートが追います
Acuna settles underneath it,
アクーニャが取って
and
2
there
ア
are
ウ
2
ト
outs. Here's the left fielder,
next for the
Esteury
Marlins,
Ruiz.
the left fielder,
His first
number
at bat
3,
was a strikeout.
Esteury Ruiz.
Nope, outside.
Out to short, Acuna. Throws to
へ
first
ー
in
スリーアウト
time.
チェン
That's the
ジ
third out. Inning
い
over.
や6回も抑えましたパーフェクトピッ
Major
チン
League
グ
Baseball is on the show.
素晴らしい
We go to the top of the
Leading off for the
7th.
White
Stepping
Sox,
in,
the first
the White
baseman,
Sox leadoff man, Miguel
Vargas.
Vargas.
さあバッターはミゲル・バルテス1番帰ります
Makes a
あー
sliding
ここは
stop.
セカンドゴロ
And that's a great play for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course,
さあバッターは
the most
村上
important part was getting the out.
Now the number 2 hitter, Munetaka Murakami. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Raging back towards the
これ
wall.
はダメかダメかダメか入ったホームラン
Munetaka
村
Murakami
上
with his
第
first major
1号
league
ソロ
home
ホームラ
run.
ン出ま
A
し
special
た
moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll
素晴らしい
open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off
ナ
your
イ
back.
スバッティング
You can go
あ
up
そ
there
こまで
with
行
a
くとは
lot
思わな
less
かった
pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Oliveras, and you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
あれみんな喜んでない なわけねえじゃねえか、おめでとうっていうね。
One down. So up next for
バ
Chicago,
ッターはオースティ
Austin
ン・ヘイ
Hayes.
ズ。
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Ball, that's in. Ball, that's out.
さあ、2ボール1ストライク。
Inside
さあ、ここも
just
外れて
missed.
3ボール1ストライク。
And that's ball
さあ、
four.
ここはフ
Pretty
ォア
easy
ボー
work
ル。
right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Colson
Next for the
Montgomery
White Sox,
steps to the
the
plate
third
for the White
baseman,
Sox.
Colson
1 for 3.
Montgomery.
And first offering is fouled off. The White Sox up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
The 0-2.
危ねえ。ここは見
Man at first, one away.
いたーったーいたいたいたいたいたいたいたいたい何すんだよこの野郎って感じなんですけどもね。さあバッターはレニー・ソーサー、ワンアウトランナー1、2塁から。あー、じゃあ、でも差し込まれたか
Takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Here
うわ
comes the
こ
skipper,
れピッチャー交
and
代
we're going
か
to see a pitching change in this spot. Jansen Jung won't go any further tonight. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the new
さあ
pitcher
3
in
人
the
目のピッ
game,
チャーマイアミ
Calvin
マーリンズでござい
Fauché.
ます。
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Baldwin stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Hayes over at second. Montgomery on at first with 2 down. And
さあこれライト飛んだぞ、どうだどうだどうだ、入ったホームランやりました、スリーランホームラン。ありがとうございます。今日は爆勝ちやね。
My goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with
ラ
the
イトスタ
second
ンドに
homer of
ゴー
the
ン。
game. You know, for a player not known for his power boot, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
So 2 down, and now the right fielder, Everson Pereira. Foul ball. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Kane Gibson, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Gusto warming up as well. Next pitch is inside.
さあ
And
こ
that's
こも
ball
外れ
3.
て3ボール
First
1
pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat.
あらナイスバッティング、センター
So he
前
gets on base and keeps it going.
さあ
Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 0-1. This one in the air center field. And that is
さあ、これでスリーアウトチェンジ。いやー、でもスリーランホームラン飛び出しました。村上のホームラン、このソロホームランと、
This is White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago.
もしそのホームランで9対0、素晴らしい。
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The catcher, number 34, Leah.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, 空振り三振。いや、やべえぞ、これ。いや、でも体力が残り少なくなってきたな。
Edwards in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The Marlins with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Oh and 2 now.
ここも三振。これで12個目。
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 outs, base is empty. Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins, popped up.
よっしゃ、OK。これでスリーアウトチェンジや。これノーヒットノーランいくぞ、このままいったら。いや、でも体力がないんだよな。マジか。
Back here in Miami, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spring chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Acuna, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
よっしゃ、三遊間。
And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
ナイスバッティング。
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about.
さあ、バッター1番帰ります。
Anticipating cheating in for a ball.
Here's Edwards for 1.
ダブルプレー。
They made that double play look so easy.
ここでピッチャー帰るんかい。
That's the one thing about big leaguers.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Kane Gibson.
And he's
さあ、バッターは村上。先ほどホームランを打ちまし
gonna have to
た
pick it。up early if they're going to have any chance.
Murakami now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Late that time, and it's strike
曲がってくるかと思ったら曲がってこなかったわ、いつか。
I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game looking at the pitching matchup where you expected offense to score and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expect to see some offense coming up.
Slings it across, third out.
マジか。
Ready for the
いや、
bottom
一回行
of
ってみよう。
And now for the Marlins.
ノーヒットノーランいくか。 どうだ。
Foul ball there.
You know, he's been so great today, really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Hey, ここも三振。よっしゃ。これで13個目か。
And then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck.
あ
One hops off the wall, and that's the end of the perfect game. Safely into second.
いやー、やられたか。やっぱりダメだったか。ツーベースヒット打たれてしまいました。
Excellent performance, but now he's got to get right back to attacking the next guy.
At the plate, Otto Lopez. And that's a base hit. Now a long throw home. Not in time.
うわー、ここで1点取られたか。
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins.
いやー、でもねなんですよね。はいはい。
Man at second. That just misses, and a count 1-2. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Another 1-2.
Hey,
Got it. That's a
yeah.
strikeout.
Clearly trusting his stuff in this one, dude. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Sanoha in the box now. Take strike 1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Man on second, 2 down. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And this is
うわー、フルカウント。
Hey!
They
limit the damage here.
よ
They
し。
get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and
いやー、もうここまでですよ。ありがとうございました。いやー、ノーヒットノーランやったらな、そのまま9回まで行こうと思ったんですけど、さすがにダメだったか。
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Up the middle.
ここはショート深いところ。
It's there. That's a great play.
Next to the White Sox.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Colson Montgomery. On the ground to the left. Throw to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. That one hit the knees for a strike.
球やな。これもショート正面。3アウト。
Nothing doing for the. We head to the bottom of the ninth, and now for the Marlins, Esteury Ruiz.
さあ、ピッチャー変えます。
New pitcher for the White Sox, number 62.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Hey!
The 0-2.
Hey! 空振り三振。
And there's 1 down. So back to the top of the order. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins.
ナイスピッチ。
Inside, ball 1.
Inside ball 1.
Base is empty here in the ninth. And that one fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
The 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Baldwin settles under
こ
this
こは
one.
センターフライで
And there's
2
2
アウ
down.
ト。
Marlins down to their final out. Here's the second baseman,
さあ、最後の一人
Xavier
のバッターにな
Edwards.
るか。ここはピッチャーゴロでゲームセット。いやー、今日はいい勝ち方だったホワイトソックス。素晴らしい。
Great performances all the way around. Just one run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
さあ、今日はね、もう初回から点数バンバン入れていってね、あとはホームラン構成でね、勝ったってな感じの試合でございます。いや、村上にもね、ようやくメジャー初のホームランが出ました。ありがとうございます。さあ、投げてはね、スミスがパーフェクトピッチングいくかと思ったんですけども、しっかり8回に捕まって1失点食らってしまいましたみたいなね。まあ、勝ち投手はね、スミスかな、でございますと。はい、というわけでお送りしてまいりました MLB The Show 2026年シーズンということで、とりあえず、ミルウォーキーには2連敗したんですけども、ここでね、また一つ勝ちましたということで、ね、また次回もね、マイアミマーリンズ戦になりますと。で、ここで行って、ここでトロントブルージェイズね、ここで岡本とね、対戦となりますということでね。はい。今のところは、こんな感じですかな。同率2位かな。ロイヤルズとね。はい。ということで、今日はね、ここまでにしたいと思いますと、ただいま見てくれてる方ありがとうございました。さあ、次回はね、ブルージェイズか、シカゴカブスでまたね、プレーの方やっていきたいと思いますので、よかったら見に来てください。それでは皆さん、さよなら。バイバイ。